Welcome back to Conservas. Today we are going to be looking at the June challenge. Now, the June challenge is a little bit different. For this one, we have got the setup of 15 money, 7 sardines, 5 clams, 5 scallops, and 8 water. Fairly standard so far, with a goal of either 40 or 60 money, 5 or 6 sardines, 5 or 6 scallops, and 5 or 6 clams. What makes this one a little bit wacky is the way that we can sell. So we must sell a sardine, then a clam, then a scallop, then a sardine, then a sardine, then a scallop. We have to follow the route all the way through, and the big money makers are right at the end here. So this is 10, 12, 13, and 14. However, if we make it all the way through, I think we'll have enough to win this round. So, on to the important part. What boats do we have today? We've got the Kakoi Shark. Oh, I still haven't learned how to say this, but it is a 2-1 and a 1-4. Firmly coming one of my favourite ships. And then we've got the, Te Parece Bonito. It's a 5-0, so it's a 0 upkeep, and it is still a 1-4. So that makes it slightly better pull at the beginning than the Kakoi Shark. And I think we're going to take the Te Parece Bonito just because it's going to save us that one additional spend every round going forward. So, Te Parece Bonito is our ship of choice to begin this challenge of June. And let's have a look at the upgrades that we're getting through. So we have rehabilitation efforts. Take up to 3 fish tokens from the deep sea area, discard them and replace them with fish tokens from the general supply. Yes, that could be good. Conservational funding. Keep the traded fish tokens on this card. They are always counted up as part of the open water card during spawning. Very good. So whatever, if we got that, oh no, because it has to be one of 2 different ones. So that would be good to buy with a clam and a scallop early game. Like potentially as soon as we get a second ship, because we've only got 1 and we do need 2. So that one, very interesting. We are actually going to be looking at getting some upgrades to win the game rather than just to as a side effect for later. Fisher's Guild. Keep the traded fish token on this card. Add an extra 1 of this type into the bag during spawning. This is also very good. Not so much. Very, very, very good. Okay, and the boats of destiny. We have Posedi un Allure. This is, I've recently found out, a game found exclusive, and it doesn't come in the retail. So that's quite nice to know, I think. Is that nice? I don't know. There's an expansion coming. I'm sure you'll be able to pick this up with the expansion as well if you really wanted it. Very good ship, though. Very good ship later. Ostras! Again, very good ship later. It's a 7-1 and a 5-0. Let's go back to the Posedi un Allure. This is a 7-1, which also already makes it expansive, but the fact that it is based on your round up until round 5, so it begins at a 1, 4, 2, 3, and so on and so forth until it's a 5-0, and it remains at a 5-0 for rounds 5, 6, 7, and 8. So very good if you can afford it, and very good later in the game as well. Let's just do a little bit of tidying. Ostras 7-1 and a 5-0, very good for later, and it's Usain Bolt. Oh, we do love a good Usain Bolt, so we might actually consider getting Usain Bolt very early. Now, we do only have 15 to spend, so we need to be a bit careful, but we've got no upkeep to pay, so that's quite nice there. On with our first pulls. If we can sell a sardine, if we're breeding sardines, we should be okay. So 1, 2, 3, we're definitely breeding sardines. So what we can do is we can pop our 1 on there to sell a sardine, just to get a little bit of Monet. We'll pop the rest there. And now the rest are going to go onto the open water card for our future breeding potential. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Is good. As always, we're going to remove the and we're going to pop that back into the bag. and we're going to sell our single solitary sardine straight to there. That gets us an additional 2. 1, 2. But we are going to spend 3, and we're going to get Usain Bolt. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. We don't have to pay any upkeep for Te Parece Bonito, so we don't need to worry about that. And we don't pay the upkeep for Usain Bolt this round, so that's good as well. On to the breeding. We have 4 of the sardines, which gets us an additional 3. Does leave us in a little bit of a comfortable position with that. But unfortunately, we do need a clam to sell next. And we've only started this with 5, so it's a bit risky to try and sell that straight away. However, we are going to need it. We have got 3 clams, so scallops, so we do get 3 more. And then we pull a new boat to go out, and we've got Carpe Diem. Carpe Diem is also a lovely boat. We may consider Carpe Diem as our next purchase. We want around about a 10 selling power. So I think Carpe Diem, and then maybe we will splash out on Poseidon and Allure as well, just because it's a bit of a fancy one and it's a bit of a build-up rather than Ostrus, which is just going to be a 5-0 straight away. Right, all that being said, we are on to round 2. We really want to, if there was any way we could do it, pull all 5 of our clams out so we could breed them and sell one of them, but we'll have to see how the luck goes. We have plenty of sardines. We can't sell any sardines. We do need to sell a single scallop, but that will keep us going for a while, so we're going to risk it. If we run out of clams, we will then basically lose the game. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't need to sell anything else, but we could sell that, and that moves us over to sardines for the next round. So that's quite nice. And we really, really need to get a couple of clams out just to get this boy back, but we won't need it for a while yet. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we did get the couple, so that works out okay. Now, as always, we will remove the water back in the bag, and we'll look at selling this. So we can sell this solitary clam for 2, and this scallop also for 2. Now, I am just going to take it in ones because we are going to be spending a bit of money, so it doesn't really impact us if we just have a stack of ones to begin with. We are going to probably spend... Do we want to spend the full 9? 2, 4, 6, 8. Ooh, that would be... Because then we'd have to... Okay, is this silly? Is this stupid? We're going to do it because we also want these. Oh, we should have contemplated getting them. We're going to definitely spend the 2. We're going in. We're going to go and get the Passetti Unalora as well. So that is a 9 with 1 upkeep to pay. The Carpe Diem is a 2, but that is a 0, so that's okay. So that's 10 total going back in, leaving us with 8 for the remaining round. Yes, we've got 8 on there. Right, breeding-wise, we have 4 sardines, giving us 3 more sardines to go back into the bag. We have 3 scallops, giving us 2 scallops to go back into the bag. And we've got 2 clams, once again, giving us 1 clam going back in the bag. So we're still right where we started with the clams. We're in a better position with the scallops, and we're in a beautiful position with the sardines. 2 boats coming out. We have the El Sigala, a very good one, but it is a 4-2 and a 4-0. We don't really need any more boats. Oh, no. It has split. And we've got Quid Pro Pulpo. If we did want another boat, this is much better than the El Sigala, in my opinion, but we do have a full mount. On to round 3, we are in a need now to breed as many clams as possible because we are in not a brilliant position. We can only sell 2 sardines and we don't really want to be selling clams that quickly. and it is 2 clams before we can move on to quite a run without selling clams. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is fine. What we will do is we will sell a single sardine as we had suggested, and we will breed the rest. Now, this is round 3, so this is a 3-2. Now, we could look at selling a single sardine and a single clam, or we could even, let's think about it for the upgrades, because that is a clam and a scallop that we really want on there, but it wastes one straight away, but then it is a permanent way to breed them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We've got the one there. We'll do the huete. It is a bit of a risk, but we are kind of holding out hope that we can get a single. Oh, we could have done that actually. I might have goofed, but it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to have all the sardines. So I think sardine and huete, because we don't want to start wasting them just yet. And then next pull, come on, clams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okie dokie dicky doos. Right. So I think what we'll have to do is just do it like this, and we're going to start an additional breeding plan over here. And our final pull, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, goes over here. Right, so as always, we will remove the huete has come off the card. Now what we're going to do is we're going to trade these two for the conservation funding. Keep the traded fish tokens on this card. They're always counted up as part of the open water card during spawning. So now we always get that additional one of the clams and the scallops. In fact, let me just see if I can just pop that just there as a reminder. We always get the additional one when we come to spawning, which should help us, question mark. We'll see. As for selling, we are going to sell a single solitary sardine, and we are going to sell another single solitary sardine. That is going to get us 6, so that takes us to a grand total of 9. We do need to pay for upkeep, so I'll do that while we are thinking about it. So that's out of the way for upkeep paid, and then we are on to the spawning. So sardines wise, we are in a very good position, potentially too good of a position, because we have 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's another 7 going into the bag. We don't want it to fill our bag with just sardines, so we're not pulling anything else. But because of our little purchase here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 scallops. So we will take our additional 3 to go in, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clams. So we'll get the additional 4 to go in, and now I am comfortable to sell whatever I want, whenever I want, as fast as I can. We paid our upkeep. We need to draw a single upgrade card out, and it is a wholesale contract, and an extra 5 for selling at least 5 tins in one round. Could be good, because we are about to try and get through all of this as quick as possible. So on to round 4, and we'll start our pulls. Now remember, this is now a 4-1, so we've got a total selling power of 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6. We'll try that one again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get out of there. Right, so actually what we could do is gamble. So we're going to take all 4 of these. So we're taking 1 clam and 3 sardines. Now, if we get another clam and another scallop, we will have sold all the way through to here. Now, the maximum we can do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because this takes 2, and we've only got a selling power of 8 for this round. So we are now looking for a clam and a scallop. So 1, 2, there's a clam, there's a scallop, 5. We do have a twofer, so we can pop that onto the twofer, and we'll drop the rest in the water. And then we are looking at 3 more pulls, and we're in a pretty confident position. However, we just need... Oh, let's have a look at this. We've got a clam. We've got a clam. We've got a scallop. We've got 3. We can take 1 more scallop, and then we cannot sell any more this round. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got our scallop. There we go. Pop the rest into the boat. A lot of this is just going to be down to pulling the right thing at the right time to stop us from just soft locking ourselves through the sails. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't matter. So water can go in the boat because we can't sell anything else. And then our final pull is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get in there. They're both the same. We'll pop that there. End of at sea phase. We're going to take all the halata and we're going to pop them back in. So we now have quite a little run to do. So we've got 3 for the clam, another 3 taking us to 6, another 3 taking us to 9, and then we've got 3 at 4, so that's an additional 12, so that takes us to 21, and then we've got our last scallop to sell at 4, giving us a total of 25. Okay, so we are on a nice little run. Apologies for the offset light. We are tweaking with our setup, and we're trying to get it sounding better and looking better. So we are trying new things. If you've noticed and you like it, or if you've got any feedback, please do leave a comment down below. And while you're at it, please do like, and if you're not already subscribed, subscribe as well. It's amazing how much that does help us. That being said, we are now on to the nighttime phase. We do our 4, so that is 4 going in, and we do have breeding of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, this is going to be another 5 into the bag, which, as I say, can lead us to being kind of soft locked if we're not careful. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the additional 1 is 5, so we get an additional 4 going in. I definitely think we're in a very good position with all of our breeding and the contents of the bag. I am just a little bit worried about, again, soft locking us. In the next one, we just need scallops and sardines with maybe clams at the end. So going into round 5, we now have a selling power of 9, which can get us 2 here, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we do need 2 scallops, 3 clams, and 4 sardines as our entire pull. Let's see how we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we only need 2 of the scallops. So we will take the 2 scallops because they are our first one that we need. And now we need to pull 4 sardines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be a water. Even though I can see a sardine, it's going to be a water. Now, we'll take the sardine and we'll put the rest in the hatter. This is a 5, so that is going to be a big risk for us. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, right, so we do need, we're going to take all of this. This is very good for us, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the downfall. This is the downfall. So we're going to lose these, actually. And we definitely need 1 more sardine in the next 2 pulls. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our sardine. Absolutely fine. Goes in there. Okay. We didn't get our full row that we were hoping for, but it's okay. We're not in too bad of a position. 4, 5. And we are going to get to a point where we are just full with all the goodness. So we're going to sell 2 of the scallops. That gets us 7. And we'll just math this as we go along. We are going to sell 4 of the sardines, and that gives us 18 in total. Any that take multiple, I am returning the excess to the general supply. So we get 18 there. And we will decant at the end of this as well. And we've only got the one single clam to sell, so that gives us an additional 5. Unfortunately, the clam and the scallop, as I can't sell them, they just go back to the general supply as waste. And then we do have a lot of breeding to do. But as always, we'll put the water back in the bag. And we'll start with sardines. And I believe that is 7. So that's another 6 going into the bag. Again, still a little bit worried about soft locking ourselves. Coming up, we need 5 clams, 2 scallops, followed by 3 times 1 of each to complete the run itself. For clams, we've got 4 plus 1, gives us another 4 going into the bag. Lovely jubbly. And then we've got 3 plus 1 because of the card, giving us another 3 going into the bag as well. As I said, we are going to decant down our money. So we've got 20 there, so we'll change that into a 20. And we've got another 10 there with a 10, so that's another 20. So we'll pop all that back and we'll take the 20. I didn't think this through because now we are going to have to pay 4, which means I'm going to have to break this. So we're going to break that back down. And there we go. Okay, a little bit of shenanigans there, but we got there in the end. And that means we are going into round 6 with 57 coins. We need 60 to win difficult. Okay. On to the first pull. We need 5 clams for the next phase. That is 1 single solitary clam. That's not good news. Okay. The rest can go into the water. Next up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And water actually did just jump off the table. So what I'll do is just get another water and pop that into the bag for later. We need 5 in total. That will give us 3. It also gives us 2 scallops, so it is a bit of a risk, but I am going to put them all in here. We do need, however, 2 more clams, otherwise all of this just stops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 1 more clam. It is only 1 more clam. Now I could just dump all this into the... I will just dump all that into the open water. Is that the right thing to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm feeling rather foolish right now because I don't think we've got 1 more pull to get 2 more clams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did it. We got what we needed right at the last pull. So we are in a fairly okay position. Now, as always, we will remove the water and put it back in the bag. And then we'll look at what we're going to sell. So it is 2 clams for 9. And once again, we will decant at the end. We are getting into bigger numbers. So I will just keep checking along as we go. And it's 2 clams for 9. Plus, I kind of like just having big stacks of money. We've got 1 more there, and that is for 5. Look at all this piling up. Love it. We've got 2 scallops for 10. Get back in the general supply. And then we can't sell the single solitary sardine. So that does go back into the general supply, into the right place. And then we're on to the breeding process. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But we've only got the 1 sardine in the general supply, so that all go in the bag, which means we definitely are overburdened with sardines. We've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus our single one over here, which is 6. We only have 4 in the general supply, so we're definitely overburdened. We've got 1 and 2, which is definitely just the additional 1. And to be honest, we're not actually overburdened. But we are going into round 7 after paying our 4 upkeep. So we'll take 4 from over here, pay the upkeep, and let's quickly do a decant as well. Now we paid the upkeep. So that's 5 going back in to become a 5, which goes back in to become a 10. So we've got 3 10s there. This is going to be a 4th 10. So we'll take another 10 and the other 2 10s and come back with 2 20s. And then we've got 86 as we head into the final round of June. Now, all we need is 3 sardines, 3 scallops, and 3 clams, and we have completed this, which isn't part of the challenge, but it'd be nice to do a full wipe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That will do because we need all of them. So we'll pop all of them in here. Now, this means that we need 2 clams, 1 scallop, and 1 sardine in the rest of our pools. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we just got trash. You're trash. Okay, so we still need those 2 clams and we still need 1 sardine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no. Oh well, okay, we can take it that way, and then we just need that 1 clam to get the full wipe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got the clam. That's lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And then our final pull, 1, 2, 3. Oh, far too many. Put that back in the bag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can go over there, and we will look at what we've done. So, as always, what goes back in the bag? Selling wise, we need 3 of each 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. Absolutely. 1, 2, 3. Absolutely. And 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So they can go on here just to represent that we've done a full wipe, and that is 12 plus 13 plus 14. So that's 39 going into our coffers. Get back into the general supply. 39 going in. So that is our 39. Now, at this point, we have all but one, as long as we have the 6, 6, well, the 5, 5, and 5, or the 6, 6, and 6. So we best do the breeding, and we're going to do it here. So we've got that, so we get the additional 1. So we've definitely got 2 clams. Lovely. We have 4 plus 1 is 5. We've only got 3 in the general supply, but that gives us a total of 7 outside of the bag. So we've definitely got the scallops, and we've already got so many of the sardines. Here is 7, so I'm not going to do the breeding for that because we just don't need to. We just need to go into the bag and make sure that we have at least 3 more clams. Otherwise, we haven't actually been successful. There's 4. Straight away, I can see 4 clams. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll pop them down. And I'm just going to have a cheeky look into the bag. There is no more clams in there. We didn't really think this through when we did this, but somehow we did manage to succeed. Now, we must pay the upkeep. So that is for upkeep, which leaves us at the end of this challenge with, we'll change those in for 100, we'll change you in and you in to get your 20, which leaves us succeeding the challenge this time with 121. So if you have made it this far, thank you very much for joining us today. We will be back with more. Like, follow, subscribe. See you later.